of 9/11 of flying jets in the World Trade Center and Pentagon. Then senior FAA officials ordered air traffic controllers to shred the tapes from 9/11 in violation of federal law. AP learned of the drills because at a Homeland Security function after 9/11, they bragged about it. Oh, we had foresight. We were running drills that very morning. Then USA Today reported that drills held weeks before 9/11 included targets that were the Pentagon and World Trade Center.
Don't just look at me. Take the damn paper, read it, get informed. We were undefended on 9/11. They're still in power. They're sitting there eating filet mignon. People are losing their jobs every day. We've got a bullshit war in Iraq. Who took responsibility for 9/11?
Well, shouldn't we reward them for doing a bad job? I mean, that...
Yeah, we should reward them.
I mean, Bush says we should thank him for the job he did.
The way you reward traitors is how we should reward them.
But he says he's done a great job. And
what he says, I know what he did.
Dick Cheney.
And hid in a hole in Nebraska. I get fired if I make a typo in a letter, okay? I get fired for that. Instead, we've still got Rumsfeld, we've got Condoleezza Rice, we've got Dick Cheney, we've got all the same criminals. They're criminals because they allowed this to happen. 4 planes in 2 hours. How can that be? Only 14 planes guarding the entire East Coast. I say bullshit. Complete bullshit. We know this is the greatest country on earth. We have the biggest military on the planet. How can it be 4 planes in 2 hours? Do the math.
One of the biggest holes in their argument is the fact that they never heard of a plan to fly hijacked jets into landmarks on the East Coast.
We're going to take a closer look tonight at another example of where, despite the conventional wisdom, there were people in the United States who actually were preparing to defend against the kind of attacks which occurred here on 9/11. The North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD for short, has been defending the skies over the U.S. and Canada for almost 50 years, 46 to be precise. USA Today reports that in the 2 years before the attacks on September the 11th, NORAD conducted exercises using hijacked airliners as weapons. And one target was the World Trade Center.
We knew he hated us. But there was nobody in our government, at least, and I don't think the prior government, that could envision flying airplanes into buildings on such a massive scale.
But that turns out not to be true. U.S. military planners did envision and practice those very scenarios. As reported by USA Today, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, conducted exercises with fighter jets, simulating hijacked planes flown into the World Trade Center in the 2 years before the attacks.
And so then I saw Condoleezza Rice get up on TV and say, we had never thought, we had never heard. Why, that's a ridiculous conspiracy theory to say that.